All right. Says we live. We live.
Is we live on everything though, or just on this?
We live on everything right now except for Twitter.
Now I don't see it.
Um,
I'm on your page trying to see it.
yep. It says we live right now on everything but Twitter. Twitter is the only thing that we can't necessarily do right now. So I'm going to remove it.
I don't see it though.
We can save it. I'll check it. I need you to hop back on though, because it's messing
Oh
up.
yeah. I forgot to show me while I'm
Yeah,
over there.
yeah. So yeah, but nah, we good. I'm seeing it here. I'm seeing it there. I'm gonna check with a couple people to.
Yo. Man, we in this thing, man.
Yeah, I think we good to go. Yep, and it say we live, and it's recording too, so we'll be able to drop it on all different.
Turn my shit sideways, but
All right. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, in depth is in the building. I got the comments up tonight too because
I
I
don't
feel
be
like
feeling it though. I be feeling like I'm.
you good right there. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
I be trying to.
Yeah, I got the comments up tonight too. The comment section say what's up. What's up? Let me make sure I'm responding back. It's in depth talking to us. What's good? Making sure we stay engaged tonight because we be losing the comments. Bird told us we gotta check the comments, man. The comments.
Oh yeah. I got it on the comments right now. I got it on the comments.
Yeah. So look, man. Anyway, let's without further ado, man, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started because I know honestly we don't want to keep y'all waiting on this. I feel like it's been a minute since we had a good conversation. And listen, a lot has happened. A whole lot has happened since we last gotten together.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, man. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Season 3 coming out next week.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready to get back in front of the camera again. No bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Season 3 starting. I personally feel like this is gonna be our best work. I feel like we done kind of learned through everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got the kinks out. We man, I think
that boy done figured out how to work that chat GPT over there.
I think we're gonna be cooking. I got AI integrated throughout my house right now. So like, man, phones, computers, it's so much stuff hooked up. Man, my kid hooked up to AI right now. Like,
how you got to be so quiet?
Man, come on, man. Everything hooked up.
I need to download that. I don't know how to shut the hell up.
But look, man. So we here today, bro, and I'm still sending it to a couple people, letting everybody jump in it.
Yeah, see, I need to. My goddamn iPad got broke. I need something else I can. I need to get a laptop.
You gotta have an iPad locked and loaded. You gotta have an iPad. That ain't. But I'm just I'm jumping in. I'm letting some people come in now. Sending it to a couple extra people. Yeah, we good. Everything.
Is it live on the Facebook?
I can't see it from my view. I can't see it from my view. Technically, I'm on. I mean, it's my account, so I really wouldn't know. But it says it. I mean, it's checked. It says it. It's on live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So so we're just gonna rock with it. So man, listen. I think we just gotta jump straight into like the biggest I don't say uproar, but the biggest piece of is it news? Should we call it news?
Controversy.
Should we call it controversy?
Ain't no fucking. It wasn't newsworthy.
Controversy, and you know they say controversy creates cash. So I don't know if that's what's happening here or what's going on. So let's break this down for everybody real quick. For the people that are in BLACKstone, y'all already know about the situation, but apparently there's been this game going on between some of the youth. Might I add, some of the African American youth within the community where they are going back and forth and they're shooting Orby guns. Orbies are the little water pellets, but the guns they fire off at like a machine gun type rate, but it's a water pistol in a sense. Just like anything else, you know, we used to shoot BB guns and pellet guns back in the day. I'm sure it could put your eye out or it could do something, but causing any type of physical or bodily harm, I'm not sure that an Orby gun can, you know, cause that much pain or damage, whether it's to a person or to any other property. However, there was an incident where someone apparently rode by the ball fields and was shooting the Orby guns either out of the car window or chasing people on foot. Someone caught it on camera, sent it in, and now there is there was an article that came out that said, man, I don't want to quote the article without Billy being here. But the article,
brief chaos,
said that chaos, like chaos was the word, and I believe that was the word that ensued a lot of as he calls it, First Amendment rights. You know, but from that sparked the online debate to where, of course, you know, when you're online, people started vocalizing their opinions and saying this and that. Man, a lot of crazy comments came out online. Right. A lot of things such as, well, one, you know, the kids shouldn't be doing this, whatever. There was some saying that people have the right to defend themselves. They shouldn't have to wonder if it's a real gun or a fake gun. I saw comments saying this is gangster-like behavior coming out of these, I keep saying African American youth, or should I just say youth? But yeah, so again, a lot was made from this. And again, man, I should pull up some of the comments, to be honest with you.
I wish I could.
But I guess my thing is, Chuck, where do you stand on, because I believe this whole thing, instead of being a teachable moment, it's turned into a clickbait, race bait discussion, and it was so far from that when the whole thing went down. So tell me where you stand on it, because we really haven't had a discussion about this. We haven't even texted about this in the chat. Right. So like, I really don't know how you feel. You know, now I saw what you posted today, but outside of that, like, you know, how you feel about this whole situation?
Man, this is one of them things, bro, where like two things could be true. Like, I would suggest to little black boys, don't do no shit like that.
Not to be running around with fake guns.
Yeah. Don't do that. Like, cause little black boys have unfortunately died doing that. But that's like, that still don't change the fact of why they can't do it. It's nobody, they knew that wasn't no real gun. Whoever was recording, they probably been seeing them playing with them guns. Why was they recording them in the first place? They saw them playing with the guns already. They already knew it was recording.
You didn't just have your phone.
You ain't just had your phone recording nothing and then just put the camera on them. You saw them playing the whole time. I would want to know who recorded that video, because they knew there was kids playing with the guns. They knew that. Now, was they all hanging all out the window and stuff? Like, you shouldn't be doing that.
It was wild. Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be doing that, because I mean, sure, even like you know, around white people, like, yeah, they can see that and look at them like, oh, what they doing over there? But I mean, in certain black neighborhoods, you hang out the window and get to point a toy gun, some shit might happen.
It might. You know what
I'm saying? So in that regard, it's like, okay, true, but they knew, man, there wasn't nobody out there shooting no gun, and y'all knew that, and they was kids. The whole thing is the comments.
The comments
would have just said, hey, y'all shouldn't be doing that because somebody could take that the wrong way. That's one thing. Saying, oh, if I would have saw you, I would have put you on a shirt or some shit like that. Now you talking about thug and all this gangster shit, and it looked like gang training and whatever the fuck they were saying. Like, you making it something else. Because once you know it was kids playing, all right, you should have kept all them comments to yourself.
Right.
It wasn't no gangster shit. It was children playing.
Right. But I think that's what kind of took it over the top, because now instead of, like, you know, back in the day, your neighborhoods used to could discipline you and used to be like, hey man, don't be knuckleheads around here. Don't do this. Yeah. When you're saying things out of pocket like that towards kids, now you turning it into a race thing. You know what I mean? And now you're making parents have to stand up for their kids.
Because I've seen even some black people saying, y'all know kids shouldn't be acting like that. Or nobody was saying that they should have been doing anything. Most people agree, like, hey, y'all shouldn't have y'all ass hanging out no window shooting no Orby gun. Like, most people, adults and black or white, would say y'all shouldn't have been doing that. That was nothing.
Right. That was the debate. Is like,
that was never the debate. But they tried to make it like, oh, y'all condoning what they doing. No, we not.
Right.
Hell no. I got my son Aiden right in the house. He was just the other day standing at the road with his Orby gun when the car rolled past. I said, boy, don't you do no shit like that. I said, somebody will kill you, boy.
Yeah.
Just literally, I said, somebody will kill you, but they'll think you got a real gun or something
Yeah.
and they'll shot
Yeah.
you, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
your ass can't be doing no shit like that. So I'm
Yeah.
not condoning it. But to say they had their life threatened,
and that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day,
or
aren't they still kids? Like I feel
yeah,
like
they still kids. They still
people
kids.
so
Their
quickly
parents could
forget.
have told them. Their parents could have very well told them, don't take them goddamn guns out the house. They're
Bro,
kids. How
I
much shit we all did that our mama told us don't do?
People so quickly forget like what we used to do as kids. We realized we had pellet, bro. We were shooting pellet and BB guns and throwing rocks and stuff. Like we
all shit that our mama told us don't be doing. So you can't question the parents, and you don't know what their parents told them.
Yeah, and I think the whole thing, and I mean, I saw the comments. The guy tried to walk it back when he was saying, but I'm like,
fuck all that.
You
fuck all that. You can't say shit like that,
bro. And that's a fact. But see, my thing is this: you can't say nothing like that, and then don't expect my sister to clap back at you to say, because man, you just threaten the life of a kid. How am I supposed to realize? No, like again, I agree with what you said. I'm gonna teach my kids, right? That I don't put yourself in a situation where somebody has to think, is that a real or fake gun?
Right.
Don't. So my thing is, but for you to say that as an adult,
and like, to just be honest, like people try to say don't bring race into it, got to bring race into it, because two white boys doing the same exact thing would not have got that same reaction. Like we can't be living in this fantasy world, bro.
You don't
Two
believe?
little 10, 11-year-old white boys doing the same exact thing would not have got that same reaction. But as a black people, we got to tell our kids the reality and not what shit should be. You can't be like what it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's no different from, and it's apples to oranges almost, but that's no different from, because people think when you stand up for somebody, you condone their behavior. Nah, two things can be true. He shouldn't be doing that, but you shouldn't just feel like you're going to kill a damn kid because he got a water gun either. Why are we going straight to killing him?
That's true.
Because that's like if we both got daughters. Your daughter leave the house dressed like, so she ain't got no business dressing like this. And a guy at the store walk up and grab her and say something to her, some sexual shit to your daughter. When she come tell you, Daddy, the guy at the store grabbed my ass and said blah, blah, blah to me. You gonna look at what she got on and be like, why the hell you went out the house dressed like this?
Yeah, it's I'm not condoning the behavior, but I'm also gonna say you gotta
why
be.
You left the house dressed like this, girl? You don't need to be wearing no shit like this.
You gotta be.
But then part two, what the nigga at the store at? Nigga, don't you ever touch my daughter? I'm gonna do something to you.
I agree. I mean, I agree. I would.
Little black boy, you shouldn't be hanging out the window at no park shooting no Orby gun. You shouldn't be doing that. But at the same time, you shot my son because he had an Orby gun. I'm gonna bust your ass. Two things can be true. It's not that hard. Two things can very, like, you can tell your boy you shouldn't be doing that, but you shouldn't do this either.
Like, that's a fact.
It's not really, because it's really a fear. Like, people don't want to tell the truth. I told Aiden, like back to what I just told Aiden, I said, bro, you think you just 12. To some of these people, bro, they see you and they see a hoodlum. They don't see no 12-year-old boy.
That's true.
They gonna tell the police you was 6 foot and they ain't thinking clear. They scared.
But I think we talked about this on one of our episodes. Whatever happened to, and again, I know it's a difference. And I know the relationships aren't there the way they used to be in the hood. But whatever happened to people just reprimanding and saying, I need you to get. CJ put a comment in here. He said that
I see
that I guess somebody asked them to leave the property or whatever, which again, if they were in the wrong and somebody asked them, then again, like you said, we're not condoning the behavior, because the first thing I said when I heard about it was,
don't be doing
bro, you running around with any type of like you wild.
Like Tamir Rice got gunned down. Police got called on him. He got gunned down in 12 seconds.
But I'm also wondering, like,
you can't do that.
Are we kids, man?
It's kids.
I've seen kids do worse. I've seen kids do a lot worse than.
That's like somebody breaking my car. And I'm like, bro, somebody broke my car. And then I find out it was a kid. I don't care how I feel. I'm not going to get on the internet and say, y'all better get y'all kids, because I catch them in my car again, I'm going to kill them.
That's insane. My thing.
Like, I'm not going to say that. Why would you say that?
So here's the thing, because like you said, two things can be true. I also believe three things can be true.
Yeah.
Now
A lot of shit can be true.
I do I do believe that the guy who said that,
yeah,
like Billy said, is entitled to freedom of speech.
Yeah.
But also remember that you're entitled to the ass whooping that come with that freedom of speech and what you want. And I believe that's the piece that a lot of people are, because I don't know.
They tried to kill the president for shit he be saying. No, nobody they tried to kill the president for shit that he said. You don't get to you can say whatever you want, true, but you don't get to.
And to me, that's my issue.
You don't get to opt out of the reaction once you say it.
That's my issue of it, is that you can't make a statement like that and then get mad or potentially at the backlash and start reporting comments and saying you can't say nah.
You said that, stand on that.
Please stand on it, because I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who was doing this.
I don't even know who kids they was.
I know a lot of knuckleheads. I know a lot of kids that we work with and coach and do, but that don't matter. Had that been my niece or nephew or whoever, or my daughter, whoever somebody said that about, man, I got to find it. I got to find it.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
Yeah,
we got to talk about why you feel that way.
Absolutely. And look, it's no secret, because you made a post. And look, going back to the black and white thing, it's no secret. This thing turned, and here's why I want to pivot the conversation, because here's where I really want to talk to Billy about, because I feel like that's why I wanted to holler at him, Right. I wanted to holler at him publicly, because I feel like publicly he put this information out. So I mean, if it's public, I don't want to have no behind the scenes conversation. I want to have a public conversation.
Right.
I feel like where do we go from having good quality news and information versus like almost like this clickbait? Because I feel like that won't really.
So let me ask you this: do you know, like, did people end up like panicking out there and they just wasn't on the video?
I not from what is it?
Because on the video, it was no chaos.
Look, so it said. So look, I just got a message. Said 2 of your nephews were out there, and 3 of them was on the ball field playing. So it didn't seem like the game stopped. It didn't seem like anything, really occurred from the whole situation. My thing is, why send the whole town into this panic and this riot? To me, and this is what I wanted to tell Billy, is that personally, I feel like his platform demands way too much respect than to kind of cause these types of like ups and downs with the community.
But I mean, if we're gonna be honest, and we didn't talk to Billy, we didn't tell him, hey, bro, you do your job. His comment is always black versus white. Just like if you just go to any controversial post, it
feels that way.
It's not even debatable. He couldn't debate that. If you read his comments, majority of the time, the white people talking like these savages and and niggas is like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because a lot of times it don't even be like, all right, the person did this, but you talking about the usual suspects and the typical for them people and shit like that. Like, you making it racist.
And that's where I was like,
somebody said, what you mean by that? And I'm just saying, no, you're not just saying. Like, we all grown and we all got plenty of comprehension skills. Don't play. Say what you want to say.
And that's my whole issue with it, is I feel like it wasn't reported from a neutral.
Then whoever the other post talking about some concerned person with no agenda, man, shut the fuck up. I don't hear that shit. The fuck up. Nobody asked you for all that. I don't hear that bullshit. You ain't concerned shit. Man. Come on, man. Because I don't like people acting like it's not I hate when shit clearly be a race issue and people want to make it like it's not.
Like it's not.
I don't like that.
But see, that's my whole. That's my whole thing. Let's call it what it is, because I feel like it turned from
listen, I wouldn't even continue. If anybody I had this conversation with, the first thing I would ask them, if it was 2 white boys, would this got the same reaction? If you try to tell me, if you say yes, I don't even want to continue the conversation because you're not being real. You're not being real. You're not being real. I don't care if you're white or black. If I say, yo, if there was 2 white boys, you think it would have got all this reaction? 2 white, 11, 12. It's like this 11, 12 maybe. If it was 2 11-year-old white boys, you think it would have got that reaction? If you tell me yes, then I don't even want to continue talking because you're not you being disingenuous off the rip.
I'm getting information as we speak to my phone, so people must be tuned in, and I'm getting information that it sounds like some of the comments were actually directed towards some of my family because some of my family were out there. You know, and then it's saying right here that nobody panicked. If it was that big of a panic, they wouldn't have walked up to the people calling them hoodlums and telling them to leave and cursing at them. So if you were that scared that you didn't know if it was a real gun or a fake gun, you're not walking up to a scene like and just saying like you're not. So
no people knew. No people.
Yeah, they knew. So that's my whole thing. And look, now that I know that my nephew was one of the people out there, and you right, like you said, he probably wasn't supposed to be doing that. But now that I know the nigga said that he gonna take a life, now this whole agenda just escalate. You see what I'm saying? See, I didn't know it was directed. You know,
like but why was like that shit weird. It's weird. But all the people, but look, man, to certain people, we look like monsters, bro. It's just what it is.
It is. And that's a shame. And you know what the shame of that is? You know what the shame of that is?
Yeah.
Is that, and I said this, bro. I said this. And I'm not getting political or nothing, but the mirror has been held to America, bro. And everybody got that Joe the confidence, man. Like we back in the 40s, bro, and they can do and say with no consequence as they choose.
Yeah.
It's present. And like I said, a lot of people talking about it ain't, man, the shit been here. And I brought up on your post.
You ever walked in the cafeteria at Nottoway High School? It looked like segregation.
Man.
Yeah, but when we was in school, you walk in there, it's segregated like a motherfucker.
I tried to tell you, I was fighting niggas like Neo in the Matrix.
We from around here. All the white people got to hang out at Ace Hardware all night in Blackstone. Can hang out there. Let a group of 10 niggas hang anywhere the police pulling up. The white people used to be right by Ace Hardware all day and night, burning tires and trucks and shit, drinking. They ain't say nothing to them people. Let 10 of us be hanging somewhere.
Same thing with Walmart parking lot.
Shit been going on. I don't like when people act dumb, bro. Like don't act dumb with me.
I said this, bro, and I had to witness it and go through it firsthand. You know, well, you remember high school, of course, when I was dating a white girl and I had the boys call me a nigga and a nigga lover, and that was just a bad day to say that. Because usually I already knew, it was nothing for it.
How she doing now? She probably.
I have no clue. But I'm telling you, man, that day I got to fighting with like 13 white boys, and you talking about, bro, that was nothing but that was racially incited.
Yeah.
Like you and they knew, and you said it won't calculate it, man. I'll be damned.
No. I said it was an isolated incident. They said it won't calculate it. They knew what they was doing. They knew what they was doing.
When a nigga in sight and it was 13 white boys, that was
they wouldn't have pulled us like that in the lunchroom or somewhere. Everybody else,
bro. And I till this day, every time I see Ward, man, I dap Ward up, give Ward the biggest hug. Because if Ward wouldn't have came out there, man, I'll still be fighting. Yeah. And then look, what's crazy is I left out that junk with scratches on the side of my neck, right? Yeah. Got the best of everybody out there. They pressed charges on me.
Right.
13, bro, it was 13. Well, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and boost it now. I'm gonna get like Drake. It was 20v1, nigga.
Like, right. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like racism, and I'm sorry that I had to deal with that. And what's crazy is like that situation and another situation my senior year where police officer said that this white boy picked me out of a book, and they came to my house and arrested me, took me down to the junk, fingerprinted me and stuff, had my grandma crying and stuff. Like, bro, it sucks, but we've had to deal with this for so long. Like, and me having the firsthand, go through it. Like, it's not a secret that Nottoway County definitely has some racial divide. I just trying to figure out why people ignoring it like that. And then why do the prominent people? I hate that they act like it's.
Listen, it's easy to say don't make everything about race. when your people been on the better side of it.
Well,
It's easy. You just say don't make anything about race when your people been the victors of the racism. Your people benefited from it. It's easy for you to say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, you don't want everything to be about race. Fuck, we got to talk about what you and your people been doing.
It's just extremely unfortunate. You know what I think is more unfortunate is that I saw teachers, I saw former teachers, I saw people that you would think like, dang, I really want to say some names, but
like, bro, you was okay.
I'm gonna reserve it. I'm
I
gonna reserve.
All right, you feel me? Like,
yeah,
right.
I'm gonna reserve names because I went down a rabbit hole and I usually don't look, through the
because like I said, in school you could feel it, but it wasn't this vocal. All this shit wasn't this vocal in school. Like it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I guess the internet makes it a little different, but
nah, it ain't the internet. It's your boy, man. Your boy made it comfortable for them people to walk out and have that confidence. You know what I mean?
Wake up every morning and get a reminder why I still live in Korea.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't no reason to come back.
It's nothing wrong with that. But again, man, having that overly confident and openly just like divisive mentality is scary, bro. Right. To say that we live in the county, how many people you think in Nottoway County? I wish we had those numbers. But to say
5,000, maybe more, give or take.
I mean, to say we were in high school, bro, and we knew almost everybody in the school, like we,
right,
like.
No, you knew everybody in school, whether you talked to them or not. You knew them.
Right. There were no strangers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we all knew, and that's crazy part to me, bro. But anyway, man, I'm extremely disappointed in the county, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm extremely disappointed in some of our people that we call like the leadership in the county. Like, and honestly,
I ain't really disappointed because I had no expectations of these people.
So. But we hear so much about people wanting to do better and wanting to do. Where y'all at standing up saying this is what we supposed to do for our kids? Like I advocate for kids every single day.
And they was trying to make they was just trying to take the goddamn. The kids can't even have basketball goals in the street. Like they didn't have shit. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like all I do every day is advocate for kids, and then I gotta wake up and I gotta see somebody talking about putting one of my nephews on a t-shirt. It
ain't gonna do shit. Shit dumb. That's nonsense. Like, why the fuck would you say something like that? Then what?
That's
like what's your like people be say stuff like that, but I don't think they be thinking like plan B. Like then what? Go on with your regular life.
What you call it? Soft threat. Oh no, sir. No, sir.
Still go to the one Walmart we got. Still go to the ballpark. No, sir. What's your plan B after that?
I wish I had my zip ties.
I don't think a lot of people.
I would have my zip ties.
Shit like that into consideration when they say it. Like, okay, you're gonna kill somebody, and then what? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna kill a child, and then what? Like, just be back at the next practice, the next day. And
no, sir.
Still going to Walmart.
Yeah, it's nah, man. It's somebody gave us the numbers. They said about 15,000 living.
No, 15,000 people don't live in Nottoway. No. But it probably say that, but you got to think they put I remember them saying they put the people from Piedmont, VCBR, all of them are included in the population.
People from Pedophile Palace. Yeah.
Yeah, the jails and shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that's probably so it's probably about
that's 10,000. Still, bro. But that's still like there ain't a lot of people in Nottoway that we don't necessarily know.
I wouldn't think it was that many. That's crazy though. Even if it's 10,000, I wouldn't think it's that many.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Where do we go from here? Because listen, the leadership in Nottoway is kind of like tough too. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, we first thing first, we find dude to make him stand on
that. Come on, man. I can't. Hey, man, I can't.
That's the first order of business.
I'm be honest. I'm not condoning any type of violence, but I do feel like a conversation, if ever, which I don't know the guy. I don't condone violence, and nor would I teach my kids or model, because I think that's a big thing too. Is that you said that? What are you modeling for your kids?
Like you said, like I would have killed them.
Like that.
He said, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, he said if his daughter would have got hit with one of the water pellets, you would have killed her. So you mean she would have got hit with the water pellet, you would have knew that it was a water pellet and still went to murder?
That's my thing. Like,
damn.
and
like damn, he would have said he would have, you know what I'm saying, one of them little fuckers would have shot my daughter or Orby gun, I would have slapped the hell out of him. I would have let him have that. You said you gonna kill him?
But see, my thing was this
too. Put him on a shirt?
Is that I
is
said
that deep?
Insane to say. Insane.
Yeah, what the hell?
And then I'm gonna be honest. And see, now I gotta go back to Billy. Because Billy talking about he don't censor comments. Bro, so that means you condoning that type of bullshit. And that to me is what I don't like. Say whatever you want to say until you get crazy like that, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I've been told y'all though. I'm a firm believer. I don't want him to censor shit. I want him to let them people. I want them people to say what they want to say. I want them to say what they want. I want to see.
Man,
listen, I like to see. I don't want to listen. I don't want shit like that hidden from me. I want to see. Oh, that's how he feel. That's how he feel about that. I want to see that. I don't want it to be hidden. So then you might see him at practice and speak to him whole time. That's how he feel. Nah, fuck that. Put it right here.
Show me who you are, right?
Show me who you are. I got more respect for a damn known racist than somebody that just.
I agree with that point. I agree.
Like,
okay, so look, take this guy equation. Take this guy equation. My beef right now, and not really beef, because Billy know I rock with him. I fuck with Billy, right? But my issue is I just feel like that piece of information blew this whole thing out of proportion, bro. Like, you didn't have no business.
Once he said that shit went left. But look though, but see, that's back to what we were saying. It's not about nobody condoning what the kids did. Nobody in the comments said condone what they doing.
Hell no.
What you're not gonna do is threaten to kill somebody. Like that's where shit got tricky. You got to tell me you gonna kill somebody, bro.
Yeah, like, man, he got a little crazy. And but you know, I'm gonna say this and then we can end it. We can slide on to something else. Is like, I do think our neighborhoods and our communities, if we want to call it that, we got to get back to one, to me, relationship building, man. You know, because my thing is, if you out in them ballparks like you say you are, and you don't have no relationship with these kids, if you out in your communities and you can't yell across the street and be like, hey, y'all, calm down a little bit, man. We got something going. Like, I feel like you're doing your community a disservice versus coming out here saying you're gonna kill somebody. The second thing is, I feel like we got to get back to taking care of each other. Because my thing is, and again, this guy may be just one of them guys, but something tells me that he's not the only person that feels that way.
Oh, no.
He's just the only one.
Plenty likes and loves. I can't see it right now. Well, I'm sure
somebody said Black Force is tight. Somebody said Black Force is tight, extra tight. I'm not condoning.
Fuck it, man. Everybody meet at the ball field tomorrow night. Let's get this shit out of my chest.
There. Let me
everybody that was in the comments, just meet at the ballpark and talk about it.
I'm gonna go. Oh, that's Reezy. Yo, that's Reezy. Look,
everybody should just meet at the ballpark and talk. Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna say that we gotta get to a point to where if it's only 15,000 of us living in Nottoway County, but we gotta get to a point where we taking better care of our people. And if you're not gonna take better care of your people, at least take better care of your kids, bro. And that's black, white, whatever the hell you are, whatever you claim to be, whatever you identify as, goddammit. Like, take care of your kid. If nothing else, the kids, you know, because there used to be a thing in the hood, man. Like kids and women, you know, was like off limits. If we got something to hash that out with the kid daddy. If you got a problem with it. Right. You know what I mean? Talk that out with his uncle or something. But what happened to the respect that we had just for kids? But again, he's modeling this type of behavior. So God knows, you know, how many pelts he got on his mantle at the house.
He felt like that.
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but
you get a look. You get on that. If I get on Facebook right now and say, whoever hunting dog this is, keep coming in my yard, I'm gonna kill that bitch the next time they come in my yard. Man, watch the reaction they get. Watch the reaction that'll get from them same people. Them same people that act like I said some wild shit to be like,
like
your
you
dog
said, you
keep
go
coming
to
in my
the person.
yard,
Yeah,
throwing my trash up and barking at my kids, I'm gonna kill it. Let me say that. And watch the reaction they get.
yeah.
I bet you everybody will have a different opinion.
I just don't like the
white people
uproar.
have a different
I
opinion.
just don't like the uproar that the whole and then again, like I said, it turned into black white, and really it could have been, hey man, can we just take better care of our community? Can we?
The little boy shouldn't have been out there hanging out the window with no.
Hell no, not at all, not at all.
I want to drive.
Listen,
I want to drive that boy home.
I saw the video.
Anybody that think that y'all.
Hey yo,
don't do it.
Chuck, my nigga was at the sunroof on the video. I saw like, yo, you wild. You
can't do that.
You do it too much.
You can't
do it
that,
too much, bro. This ain't Slauson Ave, bro.
Like I said, because it's certain areas in black neighborhoods that you do some shit like that, somebody gonna clap you.
Absolutely.
You gotta be clapped. So don't do shit like that now.
We are not hanging out of sunroof shooting. And boy, if I saw that video and that was my kid, I can only imagine what his black mama did when he got home.
You feel
like,
me?
Probably took care of the situation.
That Orby gun probably in 3 pieces. That bitch probably in 3 pieces right now.
Along with his goddamn spine. Like he probably, because I mean, knowing what a black mama do if you going out there acting like a fool.
Yeah.
The situation probably could have eradicated itself.
They go back to what I said about 2 days being true. I'm sure more than likely that boy mama saw that video and was like, and why the hell your ass like got on his ass?
Hanging out the sunroof though is wild. Slauson ass.
He hanging out.
Slauson ass.
You can't do that, bro.
Hey, so let's transition, bro, because there's a lot going on. So last year in January, Chuck, you said something that has stuck with me for a year.
What's that?
You said Diddy was going to jail. So we are now on day 3 of the trial.
Right.
And yeah, bro, like
he said he going to jail. Well, he in there now.
Let me tell you something, man. Buddy,
Diddy, let me just say this.
Listen.
Diddy is a vile human being.
I'm watching it.
This man. Look, this one that I want to say before we go too far into it though. They really not. It's weird though, because they not proving the
point.
The racketeering thing. Like, okay, he was beating this girl up and they was doing freaky shit.
Yeah.
The whole Rico and
they haven't been touching that right now.
Yeah, y'all. So maybe they got more. I'm waiting to see what else they come with. But so far, you just saying, yo, you waiting by the computer too. Yeah. But so far, they like, yo, he was beating the hell out of this girl and they was doing a lot of fucking. That's all they done said so far.
Yo, I can't believe some of the stuff though. And I stopped because I can't. I'm such a prude. I can't even read that stuff. I can't.
Can we take a brief just moment of silence for her husband? They gotta sit here and listen to this shit. Just for a second.
Yeah.
Cause man,
that ride home.
That's a lot. Cause I know she probably told him.
She didn't tell you can't. I know.
He told him some things, but she didn't tell him.
That ride home.
He would let these niggas nut on me.
And
then he wanted me to come take their nut and rub on his Diddy, listen. He might don't deserve life, but he got to get a system something. he owe society something. He got to give us. He got to give them people goddamn
man.
At least 5-10 years. You got to go away for a while. You need to be rehabilitated,
bro. Whatever.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
You want to watch people pee on your girlfriend?
It's sickening. And again, getting back to the case is, do you think they made a mistake by doing the racketeering charges? Because I feel like that was going to be hard to stick anyway. Versus,
I've never heard of a racketeering, a RICO with one person. First of all, that's weird.
That's true.
RICO normally a group of people. He the only one charged with anything.
Right.
That's off the rip. It's going to be hard, but it's also going to be hard for the people in the jury to watch them videos of him beating her and shit like that and be like, he should go free. But
are they the charges that? Because they're locked, bro.
But it's still going to be tough for people to just brush that off.
I understand, but what are the charges? Because that's the thing. It's like I'm like these charges ain't got nothing to do with me being a terrible human being.
Yeah.
These charges are specifically the racketeering,
sex trafficking and racketeering.
Yeah.
None of this has anything to do with that.
And yo, let's break that down.
Imagine you on Craigslist and Diddy slide in your DM on Craigslist like, yo, you want to hit Cassie?
First of all,
I'm gonna pay you a couple of.
I ain't done. I've never done anything on Craigslist. That's first and foremost.
I'm wondering how this didn't get out. Like, how did them dudes manage to keep their mouth closed?
Check out the standards that they said for sex trafficking. They said if you fly a girl out somewhere and have sex with her while you flying her out, that is considered sex trafficking. If she comes back and said,
"That's true. That's nonsense."
I feel like everybody in the NBA.
I need to lawyer up. I might need. If that's sex trafficking, bro, I might need to lawyer up. That don't make. Yeah, flying a bitch out and fucking it's sex trafficking. I'm gonna talk to my people tomorrow.
But I was just like, yo, how many NBA players? James Harden just flew old girl to LA.
That's not sex trafficking, bro. It's not that simple.
That's what they trying.
It's not that simple.
I mean, and when I was looking at the standards, I was like, man, they really they must really be trying
I can imagine saying like, yo, if y'all talking like y'all want to have sex, how much? Ooh, okay. Like if that's the conversation, and then I can see how
getting paid to come to these events. That's the tricky piece.
See, now I can see how that could be considered.
It's like you're getting paid as like a dancer getting flown in, like a promoter getting flown in, and you're
then when we get here, we tell you what's up. But I can see how saying like, oh, how much you want to have sex? This much? Okay, I'm about to send it, fly you out here. All right, that is kind of.
That's insane, though, man. I'm just looking at it.
I don't understand why prostitution is illegal. Like, that's them people's business. Anyway. That's just me. If a woman wants to... So, look. It's all this day body, day choice shit until they want to sell that pussy and make some money.
Man, we're going to get shut down.
No. Why it ain't her body, her choice when she want to sell it and make some money? Now you arrested her.
What's the difference? What's the difference from like prostitution and doing porn?
Nothing. That's the part. You know the difference? They can tax it when it's porn stars. Oh, y'all make this much money doing this? Okay, we're gonna tax you. Oh, you made $50,000 doing this film. We need $10,000, and you know what I'm saying? They can tax.
Oh, that's why you need a pimp. Because he's gonna be giving out W-2s.
His ass going to the bed. That's why Diddy got there. That's why Diddy got this shit going on now.
Yo,
she said one of them lasted 4 days. She said the only thing you had time to do in between was take IVs and try to just recover for the next one.
How did none of this come out?
This shit sound like Game 7.
How did none of this come out before now is my question.
Who are these people that kept this shit such a
and it's more people. I need names. Who was there?
Like I said, he don't all that racketeering and sex trafficking, he don't deserve life.
Will Smith.
Life a stretch. His ass need to go do something. He need to do something.
I don't need to see him out no more. Send him.
He don't never need to come back.
No, sir.
Braves want to put him away for good.
He a menace. I'm putting him in the same jail cell as the man who said he want to shoot a kid in BLACKstone.
Yeah.
Both of them need to go and find them
hey, bro,
cozy home.
Yeah, man, because Diddy, bro. But the one thing is though, like all this and I just said it on Facebook. I feel bad for her because the extent he went to it, but from all accounts, she was around while he was doing it to
other people.
Kim Porter, to his ex-wife. She was around. Her friend said they remember one incident where Cassie was laughing while Diddy was beating the other lady. So, I mean, you knew what you signed up for. You know what you signed up for, and shit, that's what it is.
Yeah,
You know what
I
you
just
signed up. You know
feel,
what you
I just
signed up
feel
for,
like,
and
I
it's
just feel
just
like
how it played out. It just went too far. I
how
told
does
you.
something like this don't? You did say it, but I'm
I
just
said, bro, I can remember this vividly, like hearing about him being a wild nigga years and years ago. Like this wasn't like breaking news. Now the details this time was a lot more, you know what I'm saying? But just the fact that he beat the hell out of women and do all this freaky gay stuff, I've been.
and the other video, like the full video or the hallway is enough for me to put him under the jail. I
I mean,
can't.
you kicked her like three. You kicked her first of all. You threw her down. You kicked it like what are you doing?
The hallway was enough for me to put him under the jail. I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, yeah.
He don't need to be out ever.
Uh, he need to be in there at least until he a
Mm-mm.
lot less physically able.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if they sent. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, you can't say it.
I can't say that. No.
Go
No.
to Billy. Go to Billy comments and say it. That's a safe space. That's a safe space. That's a safe space to say whatever the fuck you want to say. go to Billy. Go to Billy comments and say it, bro. You say whatever the hell you want to say. You say whatever you want to say over there.
That's a safe space. Yeah. First Amendment, man. First
Yeah.
Amendment. So, like in conjunction with that, you were updating me a little bit earlier on the Tory Lane stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, what is that whole thing about? Because I'm not as familiar
You
with
know, he
that.
got stabbed like 14 times.
I
Yesterday.
saw that he got stabbed, but that's unfortunate. First of all,
Yeah, they stabbed the fuck out of him.
is he okay?
Yeah, I mean, he got stabbed a lot. He alive, so I mean, he good.
That's tough.
But so what happened was, all right, this happened. So now the girl, I don't know if you're familiar with it. Megan and Stallion best friend had like wanted immunity and shit during the trial.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, why she want immunity? Tory Lanez was saying he didn't shoot her, it wasn't his gun, blah blah blah. The friend wanted immunity. Everybody like, what you need immunity for? You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's just not like he did it. You know, certain people
Right.
like he did it, that's it. But for the people that was questioning shit, like, why do you need immunity for? If you did nothing,
Makes sense.
what would you need immunity for? And then they took his DNA off the gun, but they took the DNA off the gun, but none of it was his.
So
But
why is he in jail in the first place?
they never checked it for anybody else in the car DNA, just his. They said it was inconclusive or whatever. So the girl bodyguard that asked for immunity, in light of him like getting stabbed up, said like his conscience won't let him, like the man almost died. His conscience ain't gonna let him not bite his tongue no more, basically. So he like, yo, Shorty said she shot the bitch.
The friend who wanted immunity.
Her security guard was like, listen, I done heard conversations. She said she shot the gun 2-3 times. Tory tried to grab the gun from her. It might have went off again, but he never pointed no gun at her and shot her. And that's pretty much for everybody, because one of the eyewitnesses had said that 2 women were fighting, and then the guys tried to intervene. That was from one of the eyewitnesses in the first place. So now it's like, well, that's what dude had said. And Tory basically just wasn't trying to tell on Shorty.
Man.
From other people, that's how it's looking like. He just didn't want to say, because he a rapper. If he go and say, I ain't shoot her, that bitch shot her, people still gonna be like, oh, he a snitch. That's damn near suicide for a rapper. Unless you gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So so the security guy was like, look,
You know my motto.
the man in there almost dying. The man in there almost dying. I can't just sit back and
Hey man, you know my motto.
Ransom that joke. You got barbecue? Let me get barbecue.
Hey man.
Whatever doing on TikTok.
Hey, I would have
Ransom that bitch. Tell him everything.
What?
Red told him shit they ain't asked him.
Hey man, you need me to write in cursive or
Yeah, nah, for real though. Cause the girl, she ain't want to go to court. She went, oh, hold on you. All right. Yeah, she ain't want to go to court. She was never cooperating. You feel me?
But they get stabbed.
But then when they gave her immunity to get her to come testify, like she never wanted to come testify. They gave her immunity to finally get her to come testify. They offered her immunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they can't even charge her with shooting her. Really, they can only charge her with perjury.
Oh, that's right, because but they probably could charge her for like, well,
they probably could. They probably could charge her with shooting her because.
But I gotta see if he okay. We got any updates on this man?
No. He oh yeah, listening to he got hit the burp branch.
Reason, yeah. Reason said, man, you better believe it. Hey, excuse me. Can y'all y'all send another basket of rolls in here? Yeah. All right.
But yeah, bro.
I ain't lying. I'm serious, cause bro, that's one thing I'm not doing. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail for nobody. If I didn't do this and we weren't in conjunction, brother, hey man, my kid get out of school at 4:30. Like who dropped me off in my car?
Yeah, bro. So I mean, it's fucked up though. Especially like if he really didn't like shoot her intentionally, like she came up with that whole story. Like that's crazy.
Oh,
I've been felt like
dude done got stabbed.
I've been felt like when I knew he didn't shoot her. Well, when I felt like he didn't do nothing wrong, even if he did grab the gun from her and it went off and that's how it happened. When they offered him like 3 years and he would have had to do like 1 year before he came home and he turned that down and decided to go to trial and risk 40, 50 years, that's when I was like, all right.
He didn't do it.
Maybe this nigga innocent. Because any nigga that did some shit.
10 years?
Yeah. Any nigga that did some shit and they come and be like, look, bro, we give you 3 years, you be home in 1. Any nigga that did some shit probably gonna be like, you know what? All right, y'all, come on.
I'm good. Yeah.
Let me go do this year and get out the way. When he was like, hell no, I'm gonna go to trial.
He's serving 10 years right now. The shooting happened in California. What are the gun laws in California?
Their gun law strict. But I can't really say it's too strict though, because in Virginia he lost that trial. He probably got his boot smoke. He got his boot smoke in Virginia. California strict on guns though. Most of that is for the gun.
And see the same with like New York. He had a collapsed lung. They said that he's
he got really fucked my boy up.
Recovering well though. Man, stabbed 14.
Yeah, he was trying to kill me.
What was he doing? Man, I ain't never been inside no press, so I don't know what
like who? Because I know he pants. He should have been paying somebody to watch out for him.
Bruh, what?
I let this nigga come poke this shit out of me like that. He's like, yeah, he was in there too comfortable, probably. He was in there too comfortable.
Singing and shit, he probably was.
He rapping it. Niggas, it's early in the morning, he rapping and shit. He getting on niggas' nerves.
Yo,
he hogging the phone.
Crazy,
you ain't got money. You hogging the phone and shit.
Yeah, trying to make an album.
All the money in the world to talk on the phone and shit, bro. We ain't listening.
Yo, he had 2 collapsed lungs.
I mean, if he ain't do it, man, I hope he come home soon.
Yeah, because that's tough, man. And I don't want to see nothing like this happen to nobody. You know what I mean?
If he didn't intentionally shoot her, even if he did, like, tried to grab the gun from the girl after she shot and then shot her.
Crazy, though. Like, to get shot is wild.
I don't even think I think, like, she had fragments in her foot. Like, the bullet didn't directly hit her foot.
Bro, it don't matter. I mean,
it doesn't matter. It does matter.
To get shot in any means. If you find a weapon off, if
somebody, you want to know the difference? How it feels.
I ain't never been. You been shot? You ain't been shot.
Fuck no, hell no.
Oh, I'm gonna say.
But I can tell you one thing. I can tell you the bullet hitting the ground and little fragments getting in your foot is definitely different from the whole bullet.
I just had to ask because like after high school when I left for them 4-5 years, I don't know what you had going on. Like everybody kind of had their own way. So I had to ask just to get
you got shot. You know that way you got shot.
just to make sure.
I don't know what to believe no more.
Yeah, hey man, I don't know. So that's why I said
I don't want to get shot either.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of wild just to think about. Like, yeah, I couldn't yeah. So hold on one second. Hold on. Because I'm about to be like, hey yo, you remember when Shannon Sharp was on that live? Shut the
He said, don't you say that.
Hold on for a second. Let me go on mute real quick because I'm gonna get my Shannon.
Okay. He might get canceled. You keep on fucking around over there. Like, don't you just Branch over there talking to the baby crazy out. But yeah, bro, man, that shit, man, he need a free toy, man. If he, you know what I'm saying, if he ain't do that.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. That's a fact. Hey, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That whole Shannon Jones is wild too, man. What you think about him? You think he wrapping it up?
I'm talking about he be back for football season.
I don't think he coming back.
It might be football season, but it's gonna be the XFL on Tubi.
Oh,
I ain't gonna say it won't be football season.
Hey, man. But did you see the video of the girl or the other girl that came out?
I don't get it. The second, third people, I don't pay you no mind. I give you one person, and then everybody after that is just I don't even.
Yeah, like.
But he ain't had no business even dealing with that though. he didn't have no. If he was even fucking with that, he deserved everything.
Pack him up.
Yeah, he deserved everything. If he was even entertaining that,
pack him up.
Everything he had got coming.
Packing up.
And I fuck with Unc, but man, if you just make poor decisions.
Yeah,
you just make poor decisions, man.
Yeah. But he done cost himself that $100 million, and I think that's the unfortunate.
But that's the thing. Why? This is what I want to know. Just on that, because I think we talked about it before. The girl, her lawyer, whoever, not that smart. Because why wouldn't y'all wait until he got the money?
I don't know. Beat him down to his socks. I guess they figured it. Well, first of all, they won't get in the whole 100 anyway. They asked.
But I'm saying, if you're trying to sue somebody, you should wait until they worth the absolute most they're gonna be worth.
I don't know if it's about your worth. It's about what you want.
Yeah, they want to just tear his ass down.
That's what I'm saying. It's about what you want. You Shannon, you'll find. And he offered 10.
Because you gotta think about this. They could very well be, the network could be in on this shit. And I ain't even a conspiracy theorist. But think about this. They can say, all right, we'll bring you back. We don't even care about all the allegations. We only got 20 mil for you now,
though. That's true too.
He's not gonna turn it down.
He probably won't have the
you ain't got the leverage to turn it down.
Unless Cat Williams come back and run it back again. But now Cat gonna want double.
Cat ain't coming nowhere near because he told you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You can be King the Conqueror and they'll take your ass down in 2 weeks.
You a big
white women are just as great as any other woman, but they can take your ass down.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what he said. You could be King the Conqueror. He did.
Man, he told him.
Yeah.
Monique told him you need to get you a sister.
He had all the advice right there.
Yeah, then he's sitting there. Donnell Rawlings on there talking about some Donnell, but she only 20, and you. Come on now, nigga.
That girl wasn't even old enough to drink.
See, Sharon Sharp, one of them niggas.
Won't even old enough to drink shape out of 40 yet.
You want to preach and shit, and you got all this weird shit going on. Like, stop the. Fell in love with that little girl and goddamn took that role play shit too far. That's all that happened. He ain't know how to cut it off. He ain't know how to shut that shit off.
Fell in love with her. Oh man.
He lined this dumbass up.
Oh man. Hey man, look, we creeping up on that hour mark, man. Let me tell you something. This has been great, yo. But listen, season 3 starts Tuesday. Next Tuesday. And listen, we dropping bangers, man. We dropping episodes back to back. Also, too, we got Girl Please. They're wrapping up season 1. So y'all make sure y'all go and support them. Jessica and Carmen, they're over there doing their thing as well. Shout out to my boy Joe behind the camera. A lot of people don't see him, but man, we're doing this to take some load off of him. Shout out to my guy CJ. In depth. We all locked in. Armada Records, man. We got so much going on, man. Man, it's crazy right now how much stuff we got going on. But our main purpose, man, is man. We gotta
holler at you about the record thing. I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah. Get with me because that's about to be. We're gonna try to, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel like we're doing a lot of good stuff out here, stuff that's worth being publicized. Instead, we're talking about Orby guns at the ball field. So, I mean, I don't know how much it is for a little article in the Courier Record, but kickball game and adult field day coming up this summer. So hopefully we can get a spot, Billy.
Right. Bring your with Ant-Man said, bring your ass.
Bring your ass. Hey, yo, listen, this has been another live episode of Man Listen, the podcast. Like always, I'm Branch. It's my man Chuck, and we out of here.
Yep. I gotta get out this bitch first.